Uniswap just broke my critical support, but is it safe to buy it yet? Let's break this down. Okay, my friends, Carlton Flowers here, your crypto pro. This is just a short video because I just looked up and noticed that Uniswap broke that critical support base that I just put on the chart since the last video. So we need to zoom in here and look and see what's going on, if this is a time that you can buy or if it's going to sink down further. All right, get rid of that and let's zoom on in here to the 4-hour chart where we can see that my bottom level support here that I drew before, ever since this is the base, man. I mean, this is the bottom of the first candle, that first red candle, and that's at $3.50. Okay, so now we are trading below the base of the first candle ever since this thing came out the box. Now, we did wick below that first candle. We wicked below it with the next 4-hour candle with the green here. However, we have not closed a 4-hour candle below the support line ever since. So that could possibly mean a couple of things. Meaning, number one, this is a great time to buy, to get it at a bottom point, but it could also mean that there is no floor and no way to judge how low it will go. All right, so let's draw on this thing and see if we can make some sense out of this. Okay, so what I'm noticing here right off the bat is the fact that the stochastic is looking nasty. It is in the oversold zone, but as you can see, we're still on that negative trajectory where the fast line is divergent from the slow line. That's not a good sign. And then we also notice that on balance volume, after doing all of this action, is just on a steady, slow dive. And this last one has got us at our lowest point. We are now beneath the level of when this thing came out the box. That's not good. So on balance volume being an approximation of how much the institutional people are holding or selling, buying or selling this particular token. So that's not a good sign right there. Yeah, not good. Okay, so the volume also is not a good indication because we had this nice volume to start out with, and we had this big fat red candle that started off the selling off process. And I think what's going on here, there's still people selling that got the free airdrop. It's not people who are buying and selling it. This is folks unloading. Okay, so I don't know if there's much institutional activity on this. It might just be the people who got the airdrops. I mean, it could be. I don't know. I'm sure there's got to be some amount of institutional activity because they could be shorting it. You never know. They might have short sold the thing to make some quick money off of the fact that they knew that everybody was going to cash in their unis back when it was $8, $7.65, so on and so forth. So that would represent a very good opportunity for the institutional people to load up on money and make some of their portfolios look good. Okay, so looking upstairs at the price line chart, I really thought we were going to rally back up to this line and bump down, but it didn't happen. So we kind of touched it with the wick of this little 4-hour candle here that happened after the doji, and then we went straight down with this candle, and now we had the two little baby ones, and then we just broke through. So that's not a good sign because of the fact that we know that when it comes up the next time, what was support before could become resistance the next time. So it is very possible now that we have broken this that it's going to be a resistance, and so that means I'm going to have to extend out this line so we can see how far down it's going to go as we look to find a bottom. But like I said before, we don't know what the bottom can be because there's not enough data on this thing. I mean, you've seen ICOs happen where something comes out the box at some extremely high price, you know, just like say Bitcoin Diamond. You remember when Bitcoin Diamond came out and it was trading at like what, $150? And it hasn't seen the light of day of $1 for how long? Since before the I think even during the 2017 bull run, it wasn't much above $1. And so the distribution is still going on. I mean, it might have its heyday later on in the future, but that's a perfect example to show that there really is no guarantee that you're going to stay within the range of where this thing first came out the box. So this is not, that's not a guarantee there, folks. We definitely, all bets are off as far as this holding a guarantee of this bottom base since it's been violated. All right, so let's clean this up and let's just look and see what it looks like on the 1-day chart. And then we'll take a look at the 1-hour chart and just see if we can pick up any more clues. On the 1-day chart, this is just nasty. It looks worse on the 1 day than it did on the 4-hour. All right, and reason being is because with the 1-day closing, look at the candle. We have two that have closed below the support line here, okay? And this second support line would be the primary base on the day chart because it's a wick that goes down to this first support line. So this looks worse because it puts into perspective the fact that the majority of the daily closings were up here after the thing came out to shoot, okay? So now that you know, we got all this activity going on, these 1, 2, 3, 4 bars in these lower 2 levels, that's nasty. And then now look at this, look at the stochastic, which has finally got enough data to start forming. It's just pointing downward. And it's not looking like the fast and the slow line are even thinking about coming together. They're divergent. And then the on balance volume on the daily, that's just nasty. That's absolutely nasty. So let's zoom out to the 1 hour. With the 1 hour chart, if we can pick up on any other clues. Notice I've got this fib circle set right here. Let's see, the first one is based on the upswing, or is it? Yeah, it is, of the peak and the first dip. I haven't really been able to make a new set. I might be able to make one from here to here, but we don't have enough. We've had too much of the side banding here that's taken place where this ring set won't even make it out here to the current price line. So there's no way that we can tell what's going on. So overall, on balance, volume doesn't look as nasty on the 1 hour. It looks just like kind of a nice, easy, steady dip going downward when we look at the big picture. Which makes sense because, like I said, there's probably institutional investors in here, but the dumping might be the people that got their free 400 unis. Okay, so that is basically all I wanted to do, was to alert you to this and just let you know that there really is no way to tell when a good point is to jump back into this. I bought Uni and I sold it. I made a $10 profit because I only had, what, I had like 50 and I bought in at 4 something and sold at maybe 20 cents, you know, or so, whenever I was like from this point to this point. And then I noticed I got spooked because of how many times we were hitting on the upper resistance line, and it did not look like that was going to change. So I got out and I'm waiting, but I don't know. This is risky business. It could be years before this thing comes up. But then again, when we hit the bull market, it could pop up out of nowhere and we could be trading above $10 and maybe headed to 50. There's no telling, but we'll have to wait until the charts and the indicators give us better clues as to what it's gonna do. So until then, I'm gonna have to use, or rather snooze. I'm gonna have to snooze Uniswap until it gets its act together. So that's all I've got. What are your thoughts on the future of Uniswap? When is it going to turn the corner? How low will it go? And will it be a matter of weeks, or will it be a matter of years that it endures this bearish trend? Post your comments below. Shout out to all my good new subscribers. I'm so glad to have you and having a good time chatting it up in the comments. Tell a friend, tell your friends, tell your family to subscribe to Crypto Pro so I can get to 1,000 subs and provide you with daily updates on the YouTube stories. That's the goal. You know what? I forgot to turn the light on. Look at this. Let's see here. Yeah, much better. Well, we'll have a light on for the next video because the next video I've got something for you. It's a free airdrop, sort of. It's about to happen. I'm gonna hand you an early Christmas present. That's all I got, man. This is Carlton Flowers. We out.